luck, Jack. Enjoy, man.
Thank you.
So, look at spit up.
I suppose I should have undone this before I got in.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so this is a 4-point. I'm being so careful here, I don't want to ding anything, you know?
Oh, you're all right. My 2-year-old roams around in here, so believe me, you're not going to hurt anything.
That's great.
It was hilarious. I was in, we were in North Carolina, went and did the dragon, and I was parked on the street, and a dad and his little boy walked by, so I was like, hey, you want to take a picture in the car? And
They're like, yeah!
So I let him in the driver's side, and the dad was over here. Well, when he went to get out, he climbed over everything in his shoes, and I caught the picture of the dad's face, and it's sheer terror.
He's like, oh my
He's
God.
like, what did my kid just do? Yeah, it was hilarious.
And you're like, fine, dude.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh, I did the back way.
Got it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Press right here. Okay.
You got these fancy belts.
I didn't like the way the say belts looked. They were yellow, and I was like,
Yeah, clashy.
yeah.
Cool. All right, you know which way to go?
No clue.
No clue.
Tell me where I'm going. I'm new here.
All right, so just let's go out and turn right. Turn right. There's a set of cones here. We're gonna come out and go left. Okay, stay to the right, and then we're gonna follow to the left, and you'll see cars down on the grid down to the left. Stop here. Stop here. Okay, yeah, he's going. And just pulling right behind this guy up here. So this is pit out right here. This guy will, if you come in for whatever reason to stop, he'll guide you. He'll put you a stop sign, and he'll wait for cars to go by, and then he'll point you out. And when he points you out, you just have to follow everyone's instructions. That's why we'll look for all the corner stations first. And so going into turn 1, you see that little easy up? That's the station for turn 1.
Okay.
And there's, I think, one, I can see one there, I can see one there. I think there's 5 corner stations. I don't think they have a station for every corner, but they've got one for about every other corner. Because some of the corners, you know, there's just, it's an S-turn. You can see all the way through the turn. And they'll give you all your flags. So what's the yellow flag with the red stripe on it?
Yellow flag with a red stripe. Debris?
Surface condition.
Okay.
He said debris, but if there's oil on the track, that's not really debris. But you definitely want to know about it.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's the black flag mean?
You get off the course.
Right. What do you do if you see a red?
Red flag is go to the next station, pull off, wait for directions.
You got it.
And I think they said blue and yellow, faster car coming up behind you, but I don't know how much.
You should know that before the blue flags. If you're paying attention to what's going on around you, you're going to know who's coming up behind you, you're going to see who's in front of you. Really probably not going to run into too much of that today. I think everyone out here is pretty new. They're all going to be going real slow.
Yep.
In mountain biking, and probably with BMX, a wise guy once told me, he says, before you can control the bike going fast, you have to be able to control the bike going slow.
Spot on.
So we're gonna go slow. There's no pressure to go fast here. You're not setting any world records. This is learning. You're gonna get a feel for how your car handles, and we can start approaching a limit later. We got 2 days to do this, and what, 6 sessions? First session, just learn your car, learn the track, and get a feel for visual and looking ahead. And of course, learning the track. You gotta know where it goes, you know. So how many kids you got? You got a 2-year-old boy?
Yeah, one 2-year-old, one boy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's 2.5. He is a trip. He called this morning. He was crying for me. Daddy, I want daddy. And I'm like, oh.
And that's the terrible twos, but you know, they're starting to get their personality built by then.
Yeah. Yeah.
My little boy's gonna be 30.
Oh man. Nice.
So it's I've got a new puppy though. I've got a 7-month, actually she's an 8 months old puppy now. And you walk in the door and tail's wagging, she's jumping up and down. She's so excited to see you. It's pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
I've never been a pet guy because, you know, they take so much time, they're a lot of work, a lot of effort. And my wife was like, well, if you want to go racing again, you can. She says, but I get a dog. Sold!
You got a dog.
I got a dog.
You got a dog.
I'm a dog dad.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got Jack, and we got about 3 cats.
Okay.
One inside that's mean as hell, and the 2 nice ones, of course, are the boys.
Did you say she was mean as hell?
Mean as hell. Yeah, her name's Prissy. Very fitting.
That's right.
Very fitting. Yeah, so.
That's fun.
Yeah, good stuff.
So is your wife crazy cat lady, or are you crazy cat dad?
A little bit of both. I grew up that way.
All right.
We had like 13 cats growing up. But
Oh my goodness.
Out in the country, so they kept the snakes away.
Do you have a farm or something, or?
No, just lived out in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of on about 13 acres. Just
So from Texas then still?
from Texas.
So you've stayed put.
I've stayed pretty close. I went to college in San Antonio. It's
Okay.
2 or 3 hours away, but you know, nothing crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing crazy.
Cool. Yeah,
Although
San Antonio is great. That's got the river walk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'll tell you this weather up here is making me rethink my life choices.
It's not as hot, man.
Oh, dude, I got to a point where the temperature went from 100 down to 94 day before yesterday on the way here, and at 94, I was texting my dad and my brother. I said, "Shit, 94 degrees, and I feel like I won the lottery."
Right.
You know,
It's been like over 100 down there for what, 20 days in a row now or something?
It's been wild. That's what I told everybody. I said, I'm going to drive to Indy, but I think once I get out of Texas, it should be okay.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be manageable then. But until I got out of Texas, whoo!
I love it that you drove this car from Texas. That's awesome. No radio. You just
no radio. I've got some AirPods, so
Okay.
I'll alternate between earplugs and AirPods.
Yep.
Um,
I'd say the music's coming out of the side pipes, man.
What's that?
The music's coming out of the side pipes.
Yeah, right. After about an hour and a half of that bare-eared,
You're done.
yeah, I'm done. Yeah, even with the earplugs in, I get out and I've got the disproportionate equilibrium.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm a lot deaf now. I don't hear very well, and part of it is because of my old race car.
Yeah.
I had no idea how fucking loud it was until I brought it here,
And they said, no, thank you.
No, it was a Mustang Club event,
Uh-huh.
and my dad was always my crew chief, so I did it at HPDE here, and my dad drove the car. So he drove the car, I drove it first. It was like 2 sessions. I was expert and he was beginner, and I was sitting here in the passenger seat with my helmet on, and this car's booming loud. I was like, holy fuck! It's like, I know I am deaf now, so I started wearing, after that, because when you're driving,
Yeah.
you're focused.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't realize
How loud?
how loud it was.
Yeah.
You weren't paying attention to that. But
Yeah.
just sitting here, holy cow.
Yeah.
So I started wearing earplugs after that, but it was, I think, too late.
Yeah, well, that's like, you know, I went to a few concerts when I was younger.
Yeah.
The tinnitus afterwards for like 3 or
Days.
4 days.
Yeah. I've done that too. So I think it's cumulative.
Yeah.
Plus, I've been like 40 years of mowing the lawn.
Oh, yeah.
Your lawnmower's noisy.
Well, so you don't realize it, but there's a lot of things you do every day or every week or normal life. You should have earplugs in.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, anything 85 decibels or above,
Yeah.
earplugs.
Yep.
You know, and my one of our SMEs, you know, he got hearing aids in both ears, and he just said for years, I mean, he was around circulation pumps, big diesel motors.
Yeah. All the
you know,
mechanical whirring and
yeah, and just no earplugs, and ultimately you don't notice it right away, but over time.
Over time, then you find yourself saying, what?
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're getting ready to go on track here. So he's waving us out. Okay. Turn in hard right here. Looking ahead and tracking up. Make sure you're using all the track. And there you wave her right. There you go. Got a wave. Nice. Looking ahead. Looking ahead. Late apex here. Then you're going to let it drift wide. Come right off the turn, right? Over there. Back on the gas, hit this apex right here, get your car inside, drift out, hard brake. Use all the road. Use all the road. Brake. So you need to point him by, and probably get to the right and point him by. Point him by.
Right now?
Right now. There you go. Point him by. Point him over. And wait for him to come in. Stay right. Stay right. Give him room. When you point someone by, you got to point where they go,
Okay.
and give them the room to get by you. There you go. Just stay out here until they get by you.
Not going.
All right.
He's not going by.
All right. Well, if they're comfortable to hang back, that's fine. Then you just watch the road. Tuck into that apex. Make sure you use the whole road.
I'm gonna let it go right here.
He can get you next time. There's one more coming. Hard brakes. Are you in neutral?
No, I'm in third.
Okay.
I am in neutral. Good call.
I want your hand both on the wheel, and I want you at 10 and 2. Don't be up here. 10 and 2. Hey, he's waiting to get by,
Yeah.
so you're gonna need to point him by
On the next straight.
on that street after the flag stand.
Okay.
So stay right and point your finger left.
Okay.
Hard brake here. You got it. You're going a little too wide. You got to clip that apex there. Okay, so get to the right. Point him by. There you go. You got 2 coming. Okay. Good. Good. Find that apex. You're a little wide.
Okay.
Drift out. Touch this one. Touch that one. Get inside. There you go. There you go. Hard brakes. Hard brakes. Off the brakes. Touch this. Accelerate. Hard brake. Hard brake. 3rd gear. Drop it down to 3rd. Drift down. Find your apex. Your exit. Looking ahead. Next apex right here. Touch it. Get inside. Touch that. Exit here. All the way out. Yep. You know what the 3, 2, 1 is? Those are your braking zones.
Okay.
So anytime you see those, you got a hard braking zone. There you go. There you go. Track out. Nice. Good. 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 Get inside. There you go. Drift it. Nice. That's how you did it, right? That's it. Out here. Turn in. Yep. Now go. Yep. Hard brake. Off the brake, on the gas. Now brake. Then turn in.
Third.
You should be at third. Out. There you go. Gas, gas, gas. Gas, gas, gas. Brake. Hard brake. Off the brake, turn in. Back on the gas. Yeah. Hard brake. Hard brake. There it is. Turn in, find it. There it is. Accelerate out. Okay. Got a Cobra. Here you go. Off the brakes, turn in, find that apex. There it is, gas. There you go. Except at the end of the straight where you run to fourth. And you can start being a little more aggressive on the throttle coming out and know that your brakes are good. I've not seen you use the brakes on this thing yet. You can stop this car.